Awesome. Okay, so we are already 26 people in the chat. So look, this is what we're gonna do today. I'm gonna show you small slide presentation so you can have an idea of what we're doing today. I need you to focus in the camera that has my hands, my markers, water, brush, okay, and my paper. So I'm gonna share with you the document so you see the idea of what we're making today. Okay, so we're gonna be practicing lines, okay? Most of you already practice lines in the classroom, so we're gonna use those lines to create an art project today. So this is a sample of different types of lines, okay? We can have straight line, hills line, dots line. The green one is a zigzag. The blue, you have dashes, then clouds, then the castle one, and that is one of my favorites. The loops, the mouse ears, swirls, waves, lightning, circle chain, and shapes. And I'm sure that if you go creative, you're gonna find even more types of lines. So what are we doing with those lines? We are gonna use them to create a design. So lately we had a couple of rainy days and some rainbows. There was a very nice rainbow around the sun a couple of days ago as well. So I got inspired by that, and we're gonna create like a rainbow, okay, coming up from a treasure. I don't know if you have seen before. Guys, there's someone sharing their screen. Please stop sharing your screen. Stop sharing your screen. If not, I cannot continue with the class. So this is more or less, okay, when we see it in the comics, there's a treasure, and then there is a rainbow coming out from that treasure, okay? So that's basically what we're gonna do today, but we're gonna build it with different types of lines, okay? These lines are gonna be built up with the samples that I show you, and then we're gonna add or decorate different elements that you think that are appropriate for the theme, okay? Like the rainbow, clouds, unicorns, stars, hearts, anything that you want that goes along with that subject, okay? Let's stop over here. Okay, I'm gonna unmute you so you can ask if you have any questions.
Sandra, we still can't see your hands.
Serena,
We can't see your hands.
No.
what did you do?
I can't see your hands.
1 second.
See my hand?
Can we start with the chest?
What about now? Can you see my hands now? Do you have any questions,
I can't see you still. I can't see your hands.
You have to see my hands.
I don't see it.
So see, you don't have to see me, you have to see my hands.
Yeah, I don't see your hands. Exactly, that's the thing.
You're on mute, Mora Sandra.
Can you see my hands? Yes?
No.
Okay. So guys, don't stress us about not seeing my face. I'm using 2 cameras. So if you check in your gallery, you're gonna see there's one with my face, but I need you to focus on the one of my hands because you need to see what I'm gonna be drawing, okay? So it's very
I
simple.
don't see your hands.
You don't see my hands?
No.
No, okay. Do you wanna go in the gallery and check to see if there's a square with my hands?
There's no square with your hands.
There's no gallery in with my hands. Okay, let me check with the rest of them. Guys, do you see my hands? Yes, okay, I have a question over here. Yes,
I don't.
you have any questions? Give me a thumbs up if we're ready to start. Okay, perfect. So
I
I
still
need you
don't see your
to
hand. Rosandra,
yeah.
can you move the camera to your hands? Because I don't see it. I only
It's
see
here.
your face.
Where's my paper? And you want to call your mommy so she helps you to find the one that it has my hands?
Well, my mom's showering
Okay.
because she
So
went
it's
outside.
okay. So you're gonna be able to see the one that it has my hands. You just need to pin that one.
I can't see it. I'm looking in all of them.
Okay. So I'm gonna mute everyone and I'm gonna start. You have a question?
Go to gallery view. I mean, not gallery. Can I start with the chess?
Okay, let's start.
Can we just?
Okay, so this is a project that we're gonna do. So I show you already in the presentation and I show you the type of lines that we're gonna be using. Now, I need you to get a white piece of paper, okay, a pencil, and we're gonna start drawing together. So you can either decide if you want a treasure box or if you want like a treasure bag, okay? In my case, I did a treasure box. So basically, you go and you draw like a rectangle, okay? This rectangle is gonna be deep. And it's gonna have a cover, okay, or a lid. Let me go and put it closer. So here, I drew a rectangle with a perspective, okay? So it is a rectangle, and then we go and trace lines to the right side, okay? And we close these lines. Then we're gonna add like a lid or a cap. So this one is gonna be a little bit rounded here on the side. And then straight line. We need to draw the top and we need to close it. If you find too difficult to do this, so you can just do a bag, okay? The treasure could be also in like a bag full of coins. So you can just draw a bag. I'm gonna show you. So you can just draw a bag like this, and we'll have the rainbow coming out from that bag, okay? So here I have the treasure box. I did the treasure box, and then I'm gonna start by adding the lines, okay? So our rainbow, it's like curved lines, okay? So that's what we're gonna do right now. We're gonna add these curved lines, but with a different type of lines. So if you remember, I show you that we have dot lines, heart lines, zigzag, wavy, curve, castles, any type of lines that you want. You're gonna start tracing them from that treasure or bag, okay, full of coins. You're gonna start tracing them like on a curve side, okay? So they're gonna go from the bottom and they're gonna go up, 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 and then at the end a little bit down, like if we were drawing a rainbow, okay? So I'm gonna start doing it here with you. I have my treasure box and I'm gonna start adding. I'm gonna do a zigzag. Remember, it's not a straight line, okay? It has to go on a chord style because it's supposed to be a rainbow. If you have any doubts, guys, just raise your hands or write to the chat and I will unmute you. Okay. Yes, Sophie.
Did you make the treasure box again?
Okay, if you find it too difficult, you can draw a bag full of coins, okay? So I did a rectangle and then perspective lines to the back. If you find this too difficult, you can just do like a bag, okay, full of coins. Remember I showed you the 2 samples when we started? Let me see if there's anyone else that have a question. Yes, David.
Así no es. Tienes que hacer así.
Yes, David. Okay.
Can you show me how to draw the bag again?
The back, yeah. So here is the back. You do kind of curved sides, and then it's gonna be more bubbly in the bottom, and you need a hole in the top. So you go and do a curve, like a happy face and a sad face. It's not any type of bag that you want, okay? Okay, any more questions? Yes, Sophie.
How do you draw the treasure chest?
Okay. For the treasure chest, you have to draw a rectangle. Okay, and then you have to do lines, diagonal lines to the right side and close them in the top. Again, if you find
Is
it
this
too
the
difficult,
right?
you can do the back.
Is this the right? For this side?
The one that has the pencil.
Here?
That's your right side. Okay, so continue adding lines. I started with a zigzag. Let me go now and do like a wave line. I'm gonna do and add a lot of waves over here, all the way to the end. And remember that is it like it was a rainbow, okay? Then I'm gonna do curved line. I'm gonna add like a dot line over here on the top.
How do you draw a 4-leaf clover?
How you draw what?
A 4-leaf clover.
What?
A 4-leaf clover.
Okay, 1 second, I will draw it for you. Let's finish first with the lines. Okay, so I have already 1, 2, 3, 4 lines. Let's see if we can add one more here on the bottom. I'm gonna do the castle line. So the castle line, it reminds me to the castle in the comics or real life castles that it goes up and down, square up, square down, okay? So here I have all my lines. I did them on a chord style so they look like a rainbow, okay? Also, when we're gonna apply the color, it will be nice if you work on a rainbow style. Okay, now it's about decoration. So you can add anything that you want. So since we're applying a lot of imagination, okay, because it's about finding a treasure at the end of the rainbow, you can add anything that you want related to imagination, okay? So you asked me about the leaves, it will be something like this. They're kind of like a heart in the top, and then they join, okay? And then you add another one. It's like a heart in the top, and then they close on the bottom. Okay. This will be more or less the lucky leaf, okay? Then you can add hearts, you can add different size of hearts. You can add stars. Remember, if you want to get and use drawings that you have or stickers that you have, you shade them in the back and you trace them, okay? Okay, guys, remember that the chat is to ask questions about the class. If you wanna talk with your friends, you have to do it later, okay? And privately. I'm gonna add like a magic wand. Again with a star, okay? Any elements that you think are gonna look nice and appropriate to your design. You can add a moon, you can add more stars over here. If you don't feel comfortable about drawing stars, you can do them like these, like a diamond, okay? Let me do it bigger so you can see it. So you do a curved line from the top to the left, a curved line from the top to the right, and then you close them, okay? You can do your stars like these if it's too complicated to do them with the 5 points, okay? 5 corners. So you keep working with it, and then at the end, we're gonna go over with a black Sharpie, okay? So far, any questions, guys?
More Sandra. I Can I color it?
Okay, yes. For you to color it, first you have to go over with the black Sharpie, and then you add marker.
Sandra. Sandra. Why do we
Yes, I
need
hear
water?
you.
I don't get how you do the treasure chest.
You don't have to do a treasure chest. You can do a bag, remember? It doesn't have to be a treasure.
Sandra. Sandra, do we go around with everything with a Sharpie?
Yes, when we finish, we
Everything,
go around with a Sharpie.
even the bag.
Oh my god, I have
And
Even the bag.
thank you. Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was muted as well. So I was telling that try the chest, okay? Try the treasure chest because you are in your house. No one can see your project. So give it a try. If you don't feel confident about it, you can do the back, but go ahead and try it, okay? And after you finish the lines and your decorations, make sure you're using a Sharpie, okay? Because we're gonna add water at the end. So if you don't use a black Sharpie before, everything is gonna melt down. So I'm gonna go around the different people. Raise your hand if you have a question and I will unmute you. Yes, Shiloh.
I don't have a Sharpie. I only have Crayola.
Okay, so go over with the Crayola.
I have different color Sharpies, but I don't have, see, I have different, let me see if I have black.
So if you don't have, I'd rather you to use a different color of Sharpie. Doesn't matter.
Oh, I
Okay?
have it. I have it. I found,
Okay.
oh, that's gray.
Does anyone have questions? Yes, Sophie.
Can you do whatever design you want on the treasure chest?
Yes, you can. Okay, any more questions? How are you doing? Yes, Daniela.
But I'm using paint. How am I supposed to add the water? All the colors are gonna come out.
You're using paint? Can you repeat the question?
I'm using paint. How am I supposed to add the water?
No, if you're using paint, you're not gonna add any water. You don't have any markers at home?
I do.
Okay, so why don't you use markers? Give it a try with the markers. Okay, so next step, you're going over with your Sharpie. If it's black, better. If you don't have black, use any color that you have. But it's important that it's a Sharpie because otherwise when you add the water, the black will turn every other color into black, okay? And will stain your paper. We only want to blend the markers, okay?
Do you have to do not, you have to do water?
Ideally, yes. Let's see how it goes at the end. I'm gonna show you how it works with the water and then you decide, okay?
But, I'm already using Crayola and I don't have any black Sharpie. I only have gray.
Okay, use gray, doesn't matter. Use gray, use any color that you have. Gray is gonna work perfectly as well. You can also use, if you want, you can also use spray water, okay, a water spray bottle. If not, you can use a brush and just make sure to have a water with cup to dip your brush in. Okay, so I'm gonna finish quickly tracing with the marker to show you the next step. Okay. So what's gonna happen at the end? You're gonna go over with the color markers when you're done tracing everything, and you're gonna be adding some water. So I'm gonna do a sample here and I'm gonna show you how it goes. So I'm coloring in the hearts, I'm coloring in my leaf over here, and I'm gonna go over